to you. Another case of aggressive ICE action, this time targeting car wash employees. Video capturing the moment a man is pushed to the ground and handcuffed as masked federal agents raided the car wash. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos live in Culver City with new video for us. Annie Rose.
Hey, Lauren, good morning to you. Yeah, we've been speaking to the employees here of this car wash who are opening with far fewer employees this morning than they normally do. Many of their employees too scared to show up today because of what happened here yesterday when dozens of agents surrounded this building detaining multiple employees.
Look at
Whoa, get away, hey, get away!
Let me talk to him. Okay. He's my brother.
Okay.
Hey.
How can you sleep out?
He's got the staple.
Okay.
We got the application ready. Why are you looking like this? Why
are you taking him? How can you do this?
Why do it like this?
This video showing agents taking one man into custody at a car wash at the Handy J Car Wash in Culver City Tuesday. Masked agents holding him on the ground while handcuffing him. Owners here telling KTLA a total of 8 of their employees were detained. We spoke to a family member of one of them.
8 total employees. One of them was my uncle, the other my godfather, who is a permanent resident, and they still took him without asking for his identification or anything.
What happened to them? Where are they now?
As far as we know, one of them called us and said they were held in downtown, but he's the only one that's been able to communicate. As far as anybody else, we haven't had any communication.
Now, one of the employees of this car wash sharing this video with KTLA where you can see just how many agents were here on the ground and the number of employees being detained. They were then ushered into unmarked cars. That employee here yesterday during the raid did not want to show his face on camera, but he did share with us what the reaction their customers had to seeing this raid firsthand.
The couple ladies sitting crying, seeing all this situation. The other customer tried to, help the guy, whoever down, and they tried to, push him back.
You asked one of the federal agents why they weren't taking you.
Yes, I asked her exactly, and she said, just step away, so don't come close.
Now, I did just speak to one of the men who was detained yesterday, one of the 8 employees. He doesn't want to show his face on camera, but he was willing to show us his paperwork here that shows his legal status to be able to be here in the United States legally. He says after he was detained here, the group of 8 was taken to Santa Monica Airport. They were counted there in the parking lot. They were given more information there in the parking lot, and then they were taken to the Federal Detention Center in downtown Los Angeles, where he was later released from yesterday evening. Reporting live, I'll send it back to you guys.
Wow. Culver City, broad daylight. They surrounded the place, detained 8 employees, and I'm glad that we're getting more context to the situation. We reacted to the one-off videos that, the bystanders were creating, but having KTLA provide more context was definitely needed. But yeah, like I said, they surrounded the place and 8 employees were detained, and, some of them said that they were legal, but ICE, they ain't asking questions. They're moving in hard. Family members, begging to let loved ones go, customers crying, and still agents keep moving. And if you think this was a one-off, wait until you see what happens outside a courtroom in Los Angeles.
Fucking cowards. Take off your mask.
Literally. Look, he doesn't have his mask on. Okay, we got a face. One face right here. Look, unmarked cars.
Yeah, it was.
They left him alone?
Y'all do not have to talk to that man. Yeah, don't have to talk to him. Don't bring up your
identified myself.
What's your badge number? What's your name? What's your name, sir? You're a law enforcement. You're not going to identify yourself?
I'm law enforcement.
What's your badge number? Take a picture of it.
Clearly nothing.
That's right.
They left you alone, bro. That's crazy.
It's after you.
What a loser. Must suck to suck, right? That's your livelihood?
Thank you.
Crazy how they project their captions onto other people. Downtown LA, migrant yells, "Help me." Bystanders go to the bystanders, and one of them actually throws a water bottle at ice. Ice didn't flinch, no back and forth. Just grab, load, and leave. This is what no nonsense, a no nonsense operation actually looks like, y'all. This is what it actually looks like, okay? Y'all see that? I'm trying to get to the water bottle right here to show y'all. Like, well, she threw water, not a water bottle. She threw water on them like that. Y'all seeing that? And it's all backed. Well, it's backed all the way up from the top, rather. Y'all check this out.
I think D.C. under federal control is not going to be a sanctuary city. We're working with the police hand in hand. When we encounter a criminal illegal alien, they're going to be turned over to ICE. And that's the way it should be. I mean, I'm not saying every illegal alien in D.C. is a criminal, but many are. So these are people we're going to focus on. Illegal alien criminal safety threat in D.C. is not going to be protected. There's no sanctuary for these people in the city of D.C. I think D.C.
I know that's right. Now, this is sidebar because in D.C., Trump just deployed the National Guard and all of enforcement that he could to help get those streets under control. So there's that. But in addition to that, Tom Homan, Trump's border czar, is making it plain. Sanctuary cities are done. Federal control means no safe zones for criminal illegal aliens. It's just not happening. The green light means ICE can go from street corners to full-scale takedowns without anyone having to be asked for permission. And those takedowns, they're happening on a international level. "26 associates of cartels were just extradited from Mexico to the U.S. They also added to this when President Trump said he was coming down on cartels, he meant it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and just make y'all just watch silence. Basically, just hearing all the rumble. So while this is playing, I'll go ahead and explain what's happening. Again, 26 cartel associates flown in under heavy guard. Chains on, eyes down, straight into U.S. custody. This isn't paperwork enforcement. This is our value extraction. These are the people flooding our streets with drugs, and they just got pulled off the board. But ICE they're not just going after the big fish. They're cleaning out the filth hiding in plain sight, rather.
And in federal court, an illegal immigrant has been charged with sexually exploiting a 12-year-old. This comes months after he was charged with rape in Hamilton County. Mexican national Victor Juarez is accused of recording himself sexually abusing the girl over a dozen times. Juarez has been held in the Hamilton County Justice Center since February. He's now facing 13 counts of sexual exploitation of children.
Wow. Victor Juarez, an illegal from Mexico, charged with inappropriately handling a 12-year-old 13 times and filming it. I'm so pissed off, it don't make no sense. Touching children, man. It always does. Just anytime I hear about it, man, it just does something to my spirit. This is who open border policies protected. ICE has to keep finding them because too many slip through. And every time one does, somebody pays the price. And yet you got these Democrats crying all day and trying to classify everything under the lack of compassion in terms of what ICE agents and what Trump is doing. Just wrong, man. It's not just violent predators. Organized thieves are getting yanked too.
Trend that's been going on for several years. Our ranchers are tired of being victimized here in Martin County.
Authorities have busted 11 people, including 9 who are undocumented immigrants from Guatemala, who they say were stealing tons of saw palmetto berries from private property owned by ranchers west of Palm City.
These guys are smart. They know what they're doing. They get dropped off early in the morning. They hide in the bushes all day long, and they get picked up at dusk for the most part. So they're slick, and they know what's on the line if they get arrested.
Sheriff's officials say this group involved people who came from Immokalee, a small town in South Florida, and traveled to Martin County to illegally pick the berries. They may have thought no one was watching, but the sheriff's investigators high overhead had them under helicopter surveillance, watching their movements. The culprits took off running, but all 11 were caught. The sheriff's office seized almost 6,000 pounds of berries worth more than $8,000.
This is organized groups coming up, trespassing on our ranchers' properties and committing grand thefts.
Saw palmetto berries are used as non-FDA approved medication for prostate issues. Sheriff Budensiek says they're determined to stop as many of these berry thieves as possible, but they cannot catch them all.
It's almost like you arrest 1, 2 more come. We know it's the tip of the iceberg.
He hopes these arrests will send a message to others who are stealing saw palmetto berries.
And if they know they're going to come here and get arrested, their entire crew is going to get arrested. If you own your car, we're going to seize it. And if you came here illegally, you're going to get an immigration detainer. Maybe that will dissuade some of these bad actors from coming here to Martin County.
Maybe. 6,000 pounds of stolen, what is it? Berries in Florida. Now, that just wasn't a couple people. That was an organized theft ring. Trespassing on private land, ripping off ranches. ICE and the sheriff tracked them by helicopter. Caught all 11, too. And shut it down. Every one of them here illegally. And the ugliest cases are the ones you don't even want to think about.
To a crime alert, a man in the country illegally is accused of sexually assaulting a minor in the Midlands. That's according to the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office. Deputies say that Darwin Gradata Pena-Caceres, he's been charged with criminal sexual conduct and kidnapping. The Sheriff's Office says deputies responded to a report for suspicious activity on July 22nd, where they discovered a minor had been sexually assaulted. It was later found that Pena-Caceres, a Honduran national, was the suspect. To a crime.
These scum of the earth, man, they are just scum. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, yeah, more. Scum and everything less. Honduran national charged with inappropriately kidnapping a child in South Carolina and doing more inappropriate things. He already had deportation order. But guess what? He was still here until ICE, under this current administration, caught him. That's the game, man. Catch, remove, repeat. That was the game. You know, when the system let them back in. I don't know, man. From car washers to pulling predators off the streets. From berry fields to cartel flights. ICE, they on the tear, man. If you're in this country illegally and you're breaking the law, your days are numbered. They're not asking. I'm telling you, they are coming. Not a matter of if, when. I'm telling you, they will be hauling you out. Y'all be safe. Please go check out somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.